First, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Dipankar Dhavle. I study in SIT Nagpur, Symbiosis Institute of Technology, Nagpur. And I'm here to give my interview for the post of marketing lead for GDSC at SIT Nagpur. Before moving on to any any of the stuff related to marketing, I would like to introduce you guys to the previous work that I've done, which also includes a hint of graphic designing and digital content creation. So I would like to welcome you guys to my portfolio. My skills and experience, my skill set and experience include designing, photography, video editing of any sort, be it 3D rendering, be it video editing, be it video production, be it cinematography, everything. Content creation for various social media pages, social media marketing, social media handling, and the writing part of major social media posts as well as blogs. So, in the graphic designing department, here are some of the poster designings that I've done for a past event that I've worked with, named as Atrangi Nights, in which Ankit Tiwari was live in concert. This was a huge event of with a budget of about 1.5 crores. So, in this event, I played the role of graphic designer, lead graphic designer, and marketing head. So here, these are some of the poster designs that I did for that event. I also worked with my own institute in as a graphic designer for a short span of time, helping them with admission posters and banners, and also helping them with posts for their social media handles. These are all of the designs that I made for my institution. I also have worked with various brands in past, such as Ferranto Riders, Autorevs, NGOs, etc., whom have helped bring out their ideas and their strategies using their logos, designings, etc. Here, as you can see, I made the logo for Ferranto Riders, which was about 4 years ago. After that, we went ahead and made multiple merchandises, bands, keychains, etc. And for all of which I did the designing. But Autorevs was an automobile news-based company that used to write blogs on automobiles and news happening in automobiles. So these are a few logos that I made for them, and the logo that you see on your right is the NS logo that was for an NGO based in Nagpur, and I made this logo for that particular NGO. So yeah, these this is my past graphic designing jobs. These are my YouTube thumbnails. This one is a YouTube thumbnail, whereas this is for an YouTube cover page. So these are the jobs that I did for independent content creators on YouTube. These are my own personal digital arts that I did in the process of learning digital arts and graphic design. So, as my term as a graphic designer, there are many more pieces of works that I can show you guys, but that would be a waste of time. As we are here to emphasize on the marketing part of the portfolio and work experience, not the graphic designing part. So, as a graphic designer, I've helped multiple brands build their social media presence, digital presence using logos, PRs, um, graphic designs, social media posts, social media advertisements, advertisements for physical means, etc. So yeah, these are the experience that I can bring on the table as a graphic designer that I have. Now coming on to the marketing part of the um, job or the post. I helped with this event, Atrangi Nights, which was in November 2020. I was there till they had a show in Nagpur. After that, they move on to have multiple shows nationwide. So we managed to get this page from zero to about 3,500 followers in a span of a month, which I guess is a great milestone, seeing that we did not put in any money in advertisement, in social media advertisement at that time. We did do some part of advertisement for our event, but we did not particularly advertise or market this particular social media account. It was organic followers and organic reach. So we managed to gain in about 3,500 followers around here in a month or so. I did the content production and content creation for this page till about this post, which was about a month of work until these guys had a show in Nagpur. After that, they moved to Ludhiana, so it was a completely different story. So, in the span of time, I did market and production of all these various posters and designs for these guys. In this event, there were two main performers, which was Ankit Tiwari and Deep, as you can see, and we had two big players investing in our event, which were 50-50 percent investors in this event. First was DHL Infrables, and second was Rumon Films. Now, DHL Infrables brought in a lot of their own real estate. They are a real estate company. So they bought in a lot of real estate in our event. The DHL Infrables, which is a huge nationwide company and has an office in Nagpur. So the Nagpur office were 50% partner in our event, and they provided us with venue. So we gave them the title of venue partner, and they were also 50% investors in the event. So these guys had a huge property which is called a Singapore Life City. Here they had various clubs and bars and restaurants, etc., which they are planning to build, and some of them are actually built, like the Merlion the club, etc. So all of these, the bottom row that you see here, and Singapore Life City, Samu, DHL, and Merlion the club, all of these belong to DHL and Frabbles, and they had a huge part in the event, as well as we laid the path of the event in such a way that anyone who came to the event had to go through their entire property, entire real estate, which is how we focused on marketing the particular real estate of that company, which was their main emphasis. Their main emphasis was not the event, but was advertising their own real estate to get in people that are interested. If there was any other way to do that, it would cost huge amount of money. Although this too costed a huge amount of money, but this was a two birds with one stone kind of situation. They also advertised their own real estate and got an event done, which was great publicity. The other 50% partner was Rumon Films. These both collaborated to form Lethal Entertainment. So I worked from Rumon Films, not DHL and Bubbles. I worked and went as a graphic designer and marketing in the marketing team as an employee for Rumon. So, as we get done with DHL Infrables, which is a part of this sponsors page, and talking about the other huge player, which is BTC Web3. This company is a global company which deals in crypto and Bitcoin. I personally cannot say much about them as I did not focus on learning about them. They are a crypto based company, a global company, which helped us with a lot of financial aid for our event, which helped us with a lot of uh, financial supplies that we needed. But in return, we had to give them a huge chunk of our events seats, as you can see here. This whole path, which was about 50 seats, was focused on them and given to them particularly. But in return for that, they gave us a huge amount of financial aid. So I guess which was okay, because if this part is already given and our event gets a lot of money, we can still focus on learning from this part. So it was an okay thing to do for us. Now that the big players are out of the frame, I would like to focus on the sponsorships and parts that actually matter for the event. So, as you can see here, for the ticketing outlets, for the most important part of the event, which was physical on-ground branding, on-ground advertising, and ticketing outlets, we partnered up with Fuel Station, which had about five of their franchises running at that time, which was Fitness Courtyard, Fuel Station, Fuel Headquarters, 99 Inc., which 99 Inc. owns all of these places, and another beneficiary and another location altogether, which is known as Texas. Focusing on 99 Inc., we involved them on our team as barters. We did a barter system exchange with them. So what we did was we asked them to advertise our standees in the shops that they had, in the cafes that they had, in the restaurants that they had. We asked them to put on our standees for about 2 weeks in their gate, so that everybody who came in got to see our standees, and we asked them to keep our tickets at their shops. In exchange for which we would give each owners of that shop a ticket, free ticket, so that they could come and enjoy our show, and a 10% commission on every ticket that they sold. That was our strategy for the barter system. So, which helped us honestly a lot, because a lot of tickets were sold from the offline means, and we did not have to put in any money for this particular type of deal, because these are huge places in Nagpur. A lot of people go and attend. There are a lot of youth goes and attends there, which was our niche specific advertising niche. So that helped us a lot, and we did a major chunk of our advertising without putting in any form of money, which was a great deal. Other than that, Texas was also on similar type of deal, free tickets and 10% commission on every ticket that sold, which is a great spot in South Nagpur for people to hang out, for youths to hang out. So we were covering a lot of Nagpur, west, south, east, with most of these five outlets. What we did was with BCN and Nagpur Metro was these were our broadcasting and digital advertising partners. So BCN, for BCN we asked them to give us a 30-second advertisement on their news channels and their YouTube channels. This was our broadcasting partner, a digital broadcasting partner. So we asked them to play in our advertisements, as they are a huge company related with cable and internet. And so we decided to go with them. We asked them to show a 30-second advertisement, simple, in exchange of which we would make them our powered by, we would give them the powered by title, which would in general cost a lot of money for a brand to take in a huge event. We gave it to them in exchange for advertisement, which helped us a lot in advertising in with the digital means. So these guys were happy with that, and gave us about 30 seconds of their own channel playtime, which usually costs money, but we still did not give much out there. Other than that, Nagpur Metro, also Metro and 90, the radio station that we see here, the My FM radio station that we see here. All of these three were on similar types of deals. The radio station, we gave the co-powered by title, and they were ready to give us a 30-second advertisements. Although I'm not sure that if we paid money or not, because I did not participate in that particular deal. But we did give them the title, and Nagpur Metro decided to give us an advertisement in their newspaper. It is a newspaper company. and the radio station also was ready to give us advertisement on their radio station. So these are the deals that we made for advertising with digital and audio means. Londe Dwellers, with Londe Dwellers, our deal was to give them the title of co-sponsored by, which is a very big title for an event. Co-sponsored by, sponsored by, co-sponsored by, powered by, presented by. All these are huge titles of an event, which cost a lot of money and which play a huge role in an event and marketing of that company. As you can see, Bitcoin Web3 presents in the poster, so that presence title is also a huge title. So we decided to give them the title of co-presented by, which meant that in every single banner, poster, hoarding, whatever we used to advertise our event, Londe Jewelers would be visible very clearly and very specifically in our posters and hoardings. In exchange for which, these guys were very kind to give us about six of their holdings all across Nagpur to display our banners, which were huge 40 feet, 20 feet banners that they used for their own jewelers advertisement. They were ready to give that to us for about 1 or 2 weeks or so. So that was a huge accomplishment in the field of ground marketing, as hoardings are a huge opportunity for advertisements. And I would also like to put emphasis on the fact that I personally designed those banners, those posters, which were huge 40 feet, 20 feet banners and posters. I managed to learn and design that in a matter of a week or so. So these posters were also designed by me, and Londe Jewelers were also kind enough to give us all those holdings. So this was the deal, brand deal, and advertising deal with them. Here too, we did not need to throw much money, much or any money actually. Health partner was Crims Hospital. These guys helped us with ambulances and all the health aid that we need on the evening. What we did with gifting partners was VLCC and Brand Street. VLCC is a huge nationwide makeup company, as we all know, but they do have branches. We collaborated with their Vardhaman Nagar branch, which is situated in Nagpur. And the Brand Street is a shop which deals in clothes and fashion accessories. So we made a deal with them that we would give make them the gifting partners for our event, in exchange for which we would give them advertising and marketing in every single poster that we took out, every single banner, every form of advertising that we did. We made sure VLCC and Brand Street was in there, and we asked them if they could cater us with services. That is, uh, we asked both of them with gift hampers for our guests, for our teams, which definitely we would have to do, and for all the dignitaries that came on in that particular event. And specifically focusing on the perks that we got here was, we asked VLCC if they could do the makeup of our guests, all the guests and performers that we had on the show. The anchor, the performers, the musicians, the drummers, etc. We asked them if they could go ahead and do the makeup of all these people, which meant a huge deal for them because they got the marketing that they needed. They got the opportunity that they needed for um, being the spotlight of that event. As you can see, gifting partners, and they got to do the makeup of the lead performer there. And Brand Street was ready to give us hampers, gift hampers, and all the fashion accessories needed for the performers, all the clothes, all the various accessories that the celebrity would wear. They were ready to give us that. They were ready to give us that, pardon. So this is how we made the deal with the gifting partners, and putting into emphasis again, we did not throw in any money in this deal either. So these were how most of the brand deals work. Um, this company, this particular company, which I'm not able to recall the name exactly, these help. these guys helped in the decoration and basically how the stage was going to be set and how it was going to be made, the layout of the set. So these guys helped us with that. Although we paid them, but our amount was substantially reduced, giving them a title and a place in our sponsors page. So these are most of the deals that we made with the brands, and I think it was a huge accomplishment to do most of that without investing much money, focusing on the event and earnings that were coming from the event. So this is my experience with brand deals, in some of which I have participated, and in some of which I was the um, person that was making content for them, making stuff for them, and about some of which I have heard. So these are the whole array of brand deals that we did, sponsorships that we brought in, and most of which were barter system without investing much money. So this was the event in which I did the graphic designing and marketing team job. Other than that, we are there are a few pages that I am working on sideways. These are pages that have recently popped up about 20 days, 10 days or so. So this is a very huge switch from the recent gig that I showed you. This is an aquarium shop that is situated in Hudkeshwar now, and I took in their page. We have still not focused on paid advertising, but the fact is we have managed to gain about 70 followers in a span of 20 days. So I'm expecting 100 followers in a month, which for a specific niche like this, which is very small, fishes, is very small, and that too people are who are actually interested in that niche is very small. So for these guys, we managed to gain that much, and we will be focusing on producing better content and better advertising as soon as the follower hit a 200 or 500 mark. But right now we are not that focused on these things, as it would not mean putting in that much money and time. Other than that, this is also a page. It is a digital art page, and this is also this has only been 10 days or so, and this is also growing. So yeah, these are all the experiences that I have with marketing and strategizing how to market stuff and advertise stuff and talk with brands and get in sponsorships. So yeah, there are a lot of other works that I can show related to marketing and graphic designing, but that would not make much sense, keeping in mind the amount of time that we have and the job and post itself. So yeah, this is the past amount of work that I've done, and I'm open for your questions.
Okay, so thank you, Dipankar. We really appreciate your efforts for this interview. You have made your portfolio and everything for that. Really appreciate that. Okay, so I would just come to the point. That is, as we have worked for the event Atmanni night, and it was really huge success, as I know. Congratulations for that. But as you know, that event was a very huge event. Right. And in GDSC Nagpur, SIT Nagpur, we won't be having so big events. Okay. We're having very medium level events, or we can say some of the events would be which would be on Nagpur level only. But we won't go above Nagpur. Right, so we would be having some city level events maximum. We won't be having state or national level, right? So in that case, how would you get sponsors? Because in some huge events, sponsors are ready to invest because they know they are going to be advertised on a huge scale. But in this, where we would have very small or medium level events, city-based events, how would you get sponsors for that?
Great question. For an event like Atrangi Nights, my marketing strategy and advertising strategy was very different compared to what it would be for an event being hosted at SIT. Firstly, I would not focus that much on physical marketing. I would focus much on digital form of marketing using social media advertising as well as through peer-to-peer advertising. I would not be focused that much on field marketing and offline marketing. The reason being the niche is already very specific. As you said, GDSC is a coding and tech related community, and it is small compared to the amount of people that we were advertising at that particular event. So the number of people that we have to advertise here is very specific. It is a very small niche. So I would like to focus on that niche. Why waste time focusing on hundreds of people when there are 10 people that are actually interested in your event, right? So my pathway of advertising these people would hugely switch to digital form of advertising, and the part where we get in sponsors, I would like to focus on the local vendors rather than the huge players like VLCC, etc. that we did in that event. We would like to focus on the local vendors and local players that are in the market. The It is a tech related event, so we would go ahead and ask tech related shops, tech related vendors, tech related startups, small startups that are in need of employees that can help them in particular fields, local vendors that want to sell their products, sell their laptops for an example. We can ask them that you can come in and sell your laptops. We would like to give you a stall for this particular amount of money. So yeah, these are my approaches to getting in sponsors rather than playing huge players, because we don't have that amount of points and that amount of emphasis on marketing. We still have a huge amount of emphasis on the event itself and the things that are going to happen in the event. For example, an hackathon. We do not need to focus on the amount of sponsors that are there. But for example, if it's an all-night hackathon, we are going to need food. We are going to need coffees, etc. So I can go ahead and ask a local small coffee vendor, a local small cafe to go ahead and put up a stall at our event so that they can get in their sales and they can pay us a bit of money to get their stall stood up. So it's really that simple in case of local advertising, that we really need to focus on the local market and local vendors rather than focusing on the big players to get in sponsors, because as you said, it is not going to be a huge event worth lakhs and crores. It is going to be a small event. So why do we need to go ahead and bring in lakhs of money? We do not need that. Even small amounts of money in huge numbers help rather than focusing on huge amount of money when we won't be getting any. So yeah, that would be my approach.
Exactly. Okay. Another thing I would like to ask is, uh, as you know, like if you don't know, I would just like to convey this that Google has a very crucial guideline about having paid events to be precise. That is, we can't have any profit of any paid event. Okay, so whatever we are charging to the participants should be for the venue or for the food or anything else which we are needed from our side to give them. Okay, so basically here we can't see a profit, of course, we can't. But another thing is we would need some sponsors who would like to give their venues as sponsor, like venue sponsors. We have venue partners. We would need some partners who would like give some food and sponsor for the events or many other things like that, which would be in part assess. Okay, we would give them the marketing and they would give us the particular need we have. How would you tackle this?
Yeah. As you said, there is not much financial beneficiary or gain in a particular event hosted by GDSC, which I would not like to put it as there is not much financial beneficiary. I would like to put it as there is not much financial beneficiary from the participants that are participating in the event. So, in such case, you yourself gave the very important word that I would like to use here, barter systems. So these help us in huge numbers in such events. There is difficulties. There are difficulties. There are problems with getting in sponsors with barter system, as there is no financial aid or financial earning for them. But if the deal is given in an appropriate way and they see that there are their own benefits in that particular deal, so people do get interested in party systems. For example, for an event to be hosted that does not have much financial aid, we would like to approach various uh, real estate companies that are there, which are building huge cities, which are building huge apartments, huge complexes, residential areas that are there. So we would like to approach them and ask them if they would be ready to allow us to host an event in their particular property for a day. And for that, we would like to advertise your own real estate physically as well as digitally. For the digital marketing that we would go ahead and do on our pages, our social media handles, etc. We would like to give them a post in our event. We would like to give them a title. We would like to advertise them on our posters, on their banners, etc. On our banners, etc. And for the physical advertisement, on the standees or hoardings, they would be there, but focusing on the part that we would lay the paths of our event in such a way that the path went through their whole real estate, so that every person who came in has to see their real estate, has to see every part of their buildings, pathways, etc., to get to the event. So rather than them going ahead and you can always manipulate the people that are going to give you deals. So you can always say that rather than you calling 100 people and getting them here using call centers, etc., and making them see the beautiful real estate that you guys have built, we would like to bring in 400 people once at one time, out of which at least 50 or 100 are going to be interested in looking at your property. And if the turnout ratio is even 10, you are of buying those property, you are still at profit, because you do not have to put in any amount of money. You do not have to put in any amount of efforts. We are the ones who are going to be conducting the event. We are the ones who are going to be liable if any form of atrocities or damages happen. We are going to be liable for that. And you just have to give us the particular piece of land which we will leave as untouched as we came here. So this would make a barter system deal very effective in that particular case. So this was just an example. There are multiple examples: food, beverages, tech shops, tech startups, tech people that are interested in tech forums, tech committees, talking about tech because we are a tech specific firm, a tech specific chapter. So yeah, this would be my approach if there is not much financial aid in that event. Also, uh, Symbiosis is a Symbiosis has a reputation in Nagpur. So many of those vendors, many of those people that can bring in beverages will know that even if they sell their products at a appraised price, it will still get sold. So there is their own profit in this participating in this event as sponsors rather than declining. So all of these are beneficiaries that we can use to get in barter systems, and in fact we can also get some amount of money from the sponsors as a profit. Being a marketer, it is my job to look at the profits that we can take in or gain in from the advertisement and sponsorships. So yeah, we can also get in some amount of money from the sponsors as well. So these are all the things that I would do in an event that is not having much beneficiary or financial aid.
Okay. Laksh, do you have any questions? Yes. Hello, Dipankar.
Hi,
How are you?
great. It seems that you have a lot of experience and your portfolio seems too strong for this post. But my question is, since you have this strong portfolio, what motivates you to join GDSC? And what are your expectations to the GDSC that you keep from the GDSC? Focusing on the first part of your question, what is my motivation to join GDSC? I feel like it is a chapter, it is a firm that is completely independent, that works independently, which will help me, aid me in expressing my own ideas, my own implications for marketing, which will not be restricted, which will be there to do stuff that is not possible within the reach or limits of the hierarchical system that is already there. So my expectations here are that we get the security, we get the freedom of expressing the ideas that we have and also applying them and also making them happen in reality. All the things that are not possible in general terms in the system, we would like to do that in the form of GDSC, as it is a whole another chapter which is free from most of the hierarchical structures that there are. Other than that, as an expectation from GDSC, standing on the thing that I said motivates me, I would expect GDSC to maintain that freedom and maintain that separation from the system, hierarchical system that there is, so that there still is a particular place that people can come and express their ideas freely and expect them to be understood and applied in real life. They can't.
Any other question, Laksh? Do you have?
Not until now.
Okay.
I
So,
will ask.
Dipankar, okay, I would like to ask you that, as you know, as a marketer, you are really good as per your portfolio, as we saw your portfolio. Even you are good graphic design, right? So, as a marketer, you also have interest in graphic design. How is that helpful for GDSC? Do you think?
Graphic designing, as I see, is the core of marketing. That is all I can say, because everything in marketing, you talk about advertisements, you talk about videos, you talk about banners, you talk about hoardings, you talk about posters, etc., etc. Everything is related to graphic designing as much as it is to marketing. Marketing, whereas focuses on convincing people, digital art and graphic designing is what helps that convincing make very strong. So I truly focus on good graphic designing, on good digital art, so that um, the sponsors, the marketers, the clients, the audiences, the participants in the event are convinced that this is a good event, that this is an event that we are appealed, that we are attracted to be to take and show participation in. So I feel that graphic designing is a huge part in marketing, and it is very crucial subjected to um, creating a market and audience for the event. Also, I would also like to put emphasis on the fact that in the event that I did, I also did the tasks that actually matter in an event, like creating tickets. Like we made a huge cloud-based system that had all the QR codes, 5,000 QR codes linked to the clients that bought those tickets and their verification while entering the event, the wristbands, the little hoardings that were there on the event, the layout production graphically. So all of these things helped me gain experience, a lot of experience in how an event functions, how an event takes place, and how it is basically necessary for an event to be graphically sound, for it to be appealing, and for it to be successful basically. So yeah, marketing and graphic designing work hand in hand and is very important.
Okay. So as you're good with marketing and also you're good with graphic designing very well, as we know here. When you would come on board in GDSC, as what in what post would you like to join? It would be marketing, or it would be graphic designing, or both.
Um, if there are segments to this answer, obviously, if the graphic designing department is already set up, if the graphic designing department is already made and those guys are working already, so I would like to come in as the marketing lead and aid them, assist them with graphic designing, that is be a part of their team. If that is not the case, I personally feel that I like to have a strong hold on what is being put out. But as a marketer, I would only have the liberty of putting out things, not check and assist on what is being put out. So I would like to be the digital lead as well, because in that particular condition I could control what we are putting out, how I would like to look at it, how I would like it to be presented, and how it would attract major chunks of audience for our event. So in that particular case, if that forum is not made, if the graphic designing part of the GDSC is not set up already, then I would like to be on board as both marketing and graphic lead.
Okay. Laksh, do you have any other questions for him? Okay. Uh, Thank you very much, Dipankar.
Welcome.
We really liked your efforts which you made for this evening, and you made a very good presentation here. And I would like to let you know that mostly we like give the results of the interview after the interview has been done within 2 or 3 hours. But for this interview, I would really like to congratulate you
Thank you.
as we saw your efforts regarding your skills and your work you have done before. I would like to tell you that we would love to take you on board as marketing lead and graphic designer for GDSC SIT.
Thank you.
So, congratulations for that.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to have you both as the questionnaires. I would like to thank you both for being here and listening to all the stuff that I said very carefully. And overall, a huge thank you for taking me on board as a marketing and graphic lead. It means a lot. Thank you.
Okay. So, congratulations. Welcome to GDSC SIT Nagpur family.
Yes, you will be great asset to our
We'll work
family.
together a huge, we'll work out together huge events and surely make something huge.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.